Like damn, she wanna fuck with a Tati. I say I own it, and she got it.
What's good? It's your boy Jay. That's me. Let's get into NXT from July the 23rd, 2024. A really decent, solid show for the most part. I am excited for the Great American Bash. It should be a fun 2 weeks for NXT. So we kick the show off with our boy, our homie, Trick Williams. So he comes out to a really good reaction. And so he gets on the mic. He said since losing his championship a few weeks ago, he hasn't been the same. He feels like he lost a piece of himself. So much so that he had to go talk to some OGs, some guys who I really trust, back in the locker room. And it all led to one thing. Ethan Page, you're going to see me again. I'm not going to stop until I get that title back. So Cedric Alexander, he comes out. He gets on the mic and he said that he didn't want to do this in front of the whole world. But the advice you're looking for, the advice you asked me for, is coming from a good place. I need you to understand that. So Trick said that he appreciates Cedric's advice, but he made up his mind. He's not stopping until he gets his title back. And then Cedric responds by saying he hears Trick and he understands where he's coming from. But as someone who's won WWE championships in WWE, I know exactly what you're going through. I'm trying to keep you from making a mistake and being blinded by your passion. And then Trick says that he's never been blinded. So Ashanti the Adonis comes out. And then he tells Cedric that he knows that Trick's not trying to hear him. So basically, Ashanti the Adonis, my bad. Trick Williams asks Ashanti why he's here. This really doesn't concern him at all. If you come to NXT to stir, we don't need that. You might as well find your way back to SmackDown. A good little burn. Ashanti the Adonis says, boy, nobody, no cook. I'm just here to pick up the ball that you dropped. And then Trick said that he never dropped the ball at all. He don't care if you had a whole group and they still couldn't get you the ball off the ground in the first place. Hold on, hit row. I like that. That was great. And so Ashanti basically, my bad. Cedric basically sticks up for Trick, saying that Trick's letting his emotions dictate his actions. How's that going to get you back to the NXT title? And so they continue to argue back and forth for a bit. And then basically Cedric's like, he's trying to be respectful and give him advice, but all you want to do is disrespect me back. So Trick, you know what? Let's do it tonight. You're mistaking my kindness for weakness. I'm going to show you the difference. And then so Trick basically accepts Cedric's challenge. And Ashanti Adonis says that, hey, Trick, decision after another Trick mistake. And so that pisses Trick Williams off. And then Trick starts going ham on Ashanti the Adonis. And this is great. So Trick had to start down with Alexander. I like this. This is fun. This is cool. I like what they're doing with Ashanti the Adonis and Cedric Alexander. Even though he loses later on to Trick Williams, I think what they could do with Cedric is kind of put him in the NXT North American Championship picture. I think that would be fun. I would love to see him versus Obafemi. I think that could kick major ass. So we'll see how things play in that regard. But that's probably where Cedric will end up once he's done with Trick. So, nice. Moving on. So Ethan Page, he's backstage. He gets annoyed by Tyson and Tyreek, gloating about Oro Mensah pinning him last week. Ethan Page says that that Tyson isn't that bright. It's okay to be embarrassed. Ethan Page says that Tyreek and Tyson are not worth his time. And then Tyson calls Ethan Page sensitive, and then they walk away. That's fine, I guess. Again, I still think that Tyreek and Tyson need to be back down in NXT, level up for a little bit. I don't know what you do with them going forward. I really don't. They're just to be there. They're like another version of Malik Blade and Idris Inoue. So they're kind of in that boat. I mean, they're okay, but, you know, I wish that Shawn would put them back and level up just for a couple more months, and then when they found characters, then they should be brought back up. I don't know. I don't know. Moving on. First match of the night. Brooks Jensen, he defeats Josh Briggs in a no DQ match with the help of Shawn Spears. Ugh. So Shawn Spears shows up towards the end of the match. He gives Brooks Jensen the steel chair. Brooks Jensen beats the shit out of Josh Briggs. And he wins via the DDT on the steel chair for the 1-2-3. This is fine, but again, I still don't understand what NXT sees in Jensen. I just don't get it. He's okay. It seems like he's trying, but it's not clicking all too well. I do think that he would be in a better position if he was in like a TNA or something like that for a while. I'm not saying to go over there, but if he were to like have like an excursion down there for maybe about a good 3 to 6 months, I think that would do him some good. I don't know, but something is not clicking when it comes to Brooks Jensen for me. I know I'm not the only one, because quite a few people have said that, but teaming with Shawn Spears ain't gonna do him any fucking good. I can tell you that. I can definitely tell you that. Shawn Spears fucking sucks. Get him off my television. You could put him as a backstage producer role. I don't give a damn what you do. Just get him the hell off my television, please. Moving on. So Nathan Frazer and Axiom, they run into the Rascalz backstage. Wesley says that it's so much better when friends are around. Speaking of the past, Axiom and Nathan Frazer had never lost the NXT Tag Team titles. It would have been an insane match. Terry Miguel says the match can still happen. It can happen tonight. It's the Rascalz reunion tour. Nathan Frazer tells the Rascalz that they'll look for a tag partner, and they'll have a 6-man tag. Axiom informs Nathan Frazer that he'll be competing on WWE Speed. Nathan Frazer takes issue with that because Axiom recently was accusing him of putting his individual goals in front of their tag team. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Moving on. So Ruka, Lola Vice, and Carmen Petrovich, they're backstage. They're watching Stephanie Vacour's recent performances during the WWE live event in Mexico. Lola Vice says that Stephanie Vacour is only going to make the women's division stronger. Carmen Petrovich pokes fun at Fallon Henley's notion that everybody's a rookie besides Daisy Jane and Jasmine Nix. They want to know if Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, if they're going to defend the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships since they're champions. Nope. So Metaphor joins the conversation. So Lash Legend basically says she's going to get her and Jakara Jackson are going to get the first dibs at the tag titles. So Carmen Petrovich doesn't take too kind to that. She wants to know when's the last time they won a match as a tag team. And Jakara Jackson says that they're going to put Carmen Petrovich and Sol Ruka in their place tonight. That's fine. Good stuff. I kind of wish that we could get Lash and Trick back together. I think that was great when they were a duo. So hopefully we can get back to that. But it would be cool if Last Legend and Jakara Jackson won. That way we could get Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Jackson. My bad. Jakara Jackson and Last Legend. I think the IWC would fucking crumble. And that would be beautiful to see. So hopefully it happens. It probably won't. But it's just fun to see the internet burn, and that would definitely happen if that match were to take place. Moving on. So Eddie Thorpe defeats Lexis King. So post-match, Lexis King beats the shit out of Eddie Thorpe while throwing him into the steel steps, and then he attacks the right hand of Eddie Thorpe with his scepter. Okay, that's fine. It appears, according to rumor, that Eddie Thorpe wants to go back to Japan. Great. Send him back there, please. Send him back to Pro Wrestling Noah, New Japan, or somewhere like that. I don't care. Just get rid of Eddie Thorpe. He's boring. I mean, that's cool that he's a DJ and all that, but personally, I think he's better off being in Japan. The whole Eddie Thorpe stuff just ain't my vibe. I'm not digging it. Moving on. Kelly Kinane has a backstage interview with Trick Williams. Trick Williams wanted Ethan Page, but he got Cedric Alexander tonight. Trick will fight anyone on the way, getting his NXT title back. He's not going to be waiting around for Ethan Page to give him a rematch. Nothing and no one will stop him from getting his NXT title back. Pete Dunne tends to disagree. Trick Williams mentions that Pete had nothing to say last week, so he says, "What's up?" And then Pete says, "Figure it out, mate. Figure it out." What the fuck? Like, this makes no sense. But the only reason why Pete Dunne's getting a singles push is, once again, Tyler Bate is injured for a while. He should be back in the next 3 to 6 months, probably. So, that's what it is. Moving on. Oro Mensah defeats Ashani the Adonis, which is a fun little match. He wins via the running spin kick. And then, basically, post-match, Oro Mensah calls out Ethan Page. He says that he knew that his dumbass wouldn't come out after he pinned him last week. So you need to get a reminder. It goes like this: 1, 2, 3. Okay. I kind of get what they're coming from, but this is a little bit too comical for my taste. I wish that he was more serious, and he really should be, after Ethan Page basically just beat the shit out of Oro Mensah, kind of embarrassing him. Like, he should be taking this a lot more serious. But I don't know. But this is fine, I guess. I mean, we know it's going to be the main event for the Great American Bash Night 2. Well, I mean, my bad. Not Night 2, Week 2. My bad. I'm sorry about that, guys. Week 2. Moving on. So, No Catch Crew, they're backstage. Nice. They're talking to the family. So, Charlie Dempsey received a ransom letter that reads, "I saw what you did." Ren Sinclair was the one who sent the letter. So, the Don, Tony D, says that Ren has to be dealt with. The Don tells Charlie to handle it. Give Ren Sinclair what she wants. She has a match tonight, and for Charlie's sake, you better hope that she doesn't lose, because who knows what she might do or say. I like this. This is fun. I love what they're doing with No Quarter Catch Crew. This is great. Love it. Excellent stuff. Moving on, Hank and Tank. They want to be the host for the Week 2 of the NXT Great American Bash. That's fine. Moving on. So, Jevon Evans, he agrees to team with Axiom and Nathan Frazer, since he has nothing to do tonight. All right, that's cool, I guess. Continuing on. So, Ren Sinclair, she defeats Carly Bright. Okay. With the help of Charlie Dempsey, he just slides in and he puts her feet on the ropes, which is kind of fun. So that was pretty cool. I like where this is going. Moving on. Chase U, they're trying to cheer up Duke Hudson. following his loss to Oba Femi last week. So Andre Chase says that they'll bring Gold back to the university. Duke just hopes that Thea Hale has a better showing than he did. Riley Osborne says that Duke took Oba Femi to the limit, which is kind of true to an extent. He made Chase U proud, just like how Thea's going to crush this interview. Rick Holland made brand new Chase U shirts. It's Christmas in July. That's cool. I wonder if they'll turn Chase U heel, since their shirts are red and black. Usually, they used to be red and white. Usually, black symbolizes heel in wrestling. So, we'll see how that goes, though. But I doubt it. Though. Moving on. Thea Hale has a sit-down interview with Kelly Kinnaid. She says she feels like a year ago, Mr. Chase and Duke, they would have thrown her a pep rally to help her gain confidence. And she feels like a year later, she didn't need that. She feels like what she's gone through in the past year, and she's almost grown up. And they trust me to make a decision for myself, and it's really cool. So Thea Hale says that Ridge is human, just like all of us. And I feel people judge him because he's not perfect. For 1 second, I saw myself in that manner. And Ridge empowers me to be the best version of myself. Because I let him in. Andre Chase, Duke, and Riley let him in. And I'm gaining their confidence and respect. I gain it in myself, and I really feel like they really know me now. And then Thea Hale ends the interview by saying that she's not just trying to win this title for her. She's trying to win it for all of Chase U, for all the little girls like her who were counted out and picked last. She knows that she's only 20, and last year seemed to be the biggest mountain to climb, and now Roxanne seems impossible to get through, but she can't control that. She can only control herself, and while Roxanne Perez and the rest of the world are wondering what's the NXT Women's Division will look like in the next few months, she's focused on winning the NXT Women's Championship. So I do like this. This is great. I love Thea Hale. She's an excellent babyface. Love Thea Hale. So, good stuff. From Thea Hale. Good stuff. Thea Hale's a lovable babyface. I want to see how she would be if she would turn a full-fledged heel. I think that'd be pretty cool. See how that goes, though. Moving on. Trick Williams defeated Cedric Alexander in a really good match. A really good TV match. So Trick wins with the trick shot for 1, 2, 3. Post-match, Pete Dunne beats the shit out of Trick Williams, and he repeatedly stomps on his face. So this is setting up a match between the two, probably during the second week of Great American Bash. That's fine, I guess. I was thinking they were going to do like a tag team match between like Joe Hendry and Trick Williams, maybe taking on Pete Dunne and somebody else, maybe like Shawn Spears or something like that. I don't know, but we'll have to see. Continuing on, so Ethan Page wants to have a conversation with Ava, but he's sidetracked by the continued bickering from Mr. Stone and Stevie Turner. Mr. Stone almost said that Ethan Page is selected to be the NXT champion. Could we all imagine if Oro Mensah was the NXT champion? Mr. Stone says that he'll relay Ethan's message to Ava. Okay, that's fine. Moving on. Kalani Jordan's starting to get creeped out by Wendy Chu. And me too. I'm pissed off that we still have not got an explanation as to why Wendy Chu has been heel. I don't get it. Come on, Shawn, do your fucking job. We need to understand why she turned heel. There's no explanation. This is like, what, week 3 into this thing now? We're week 3 into this gimmick and still no explanation? I don't know. We already got enough psycho, crazy bitches running around in NXT. We don't need any more. Moving on, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, they defeat Sol Ruka and Carmen Petrovic. And so they're going to be taking on the the Unholy Union, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, next week at the Great American Bash, week 1. Should be fun. It's cool that the championships are now being defended. It makes zero sense. Like, they won them at Mania, and they've literally done nothing with them. That being Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, still. So I don't know. Continuing on, so Trick, he's having a conversation with Shawn Michaels. Yes, Trick has his eyes set on getting his NXT Championship back, but Pete Dunne can get this work. Roxanne Perez is livid that Thea Hale got a sit-down interview, but not her. She's sick and tired of not getting what she deserves as champion. Okay, that's fine. Moving on, we get a Joe Henry vignette, which is great. Joe Henry is going to be performing an in-ring concert at the Great American Bash. Joe Coffey proceeds to challenge Joe Henry to a match. And then Joe Coffey throws a fit in the NXT parking lot. He rips all the flyers and stuff up on people's cars and stuff. That was hilarious. I love that. Really good shit. I love what they're doing with Joe Henry in NXT. We already know whenever his contract is up with TNA, he's damn sure going to NXT for sure. It's a given. So whenever his contract is up, he's definitely going into NXT. That's just what it's going to be. Like Carmelo and Trick used to say, that's all it is, and that's all it's going to be. Moving on. So Ethan Page, he has a conversation with the referee. He basically is talking to the referee. He's saying that the account wasn't official. The account wasn't official. It's null and void. He says none of this bothers him. So he wanted to know where the NXT ref and his colleagues were when all this went down last week. Ethan Page knows that he's right. The referee told him that it was not a legitimate match at all. So, it's fine. And then Ethan Page talks shit to the referee. So Oro Mensah, he comes from behind. He takes out Ethan Page, and the referee makes the 1, 2, 3. So that's fun, I guess. Moving on, Tony D, he challenges Tavion Heights to a match for the Heritage Cup next week. That should be fun. I'm actually a fan of Tavion Heights. He could be something. He just needs some character. That's all he needs. Moving right along. So Ethan Page has this conversation with Ava. He's going to defend his NXT Championship against Oro Mensah at the Great American Bash, presumably week 2. Main event of the evening, the Rascalz, they defeat Nathan Frazer, Axiom, and Jevon Evans in a really fun 6-man tag. I really enjoyed it. It felt like this should have been the opener. That's what I would have done. So I don't know why they didn't do it, but it is what it is. But this definitely seems fun. And Axiom took the pin in this match. So could it be that Wes Lee and Zachary Wentz, a.k.a. Nash Carter, that they end up winning the tag titles? That would be kind of cool. So we'll see how that turns out. But NXT overall was solid. It was fun. I'm definitely excited what they're doing with Roxanne Perez and Thea Hale and all of them. I'm excited for the NXT Women's division. I hope that now that they're getting that flushed out, they could bring some real top contenders down into NXT for a while who aren't really doing much of anything on the main roster, like maybe a Karrion Kross, like maybe an AJ Styles. Just real serious guys that could do something. Nakamura is another one as well. So there are guys that they could use from the main roster and just put them down in NXT. So NXT still continues to be fun. Again, I'm not feeling the whole Brooks Jensen stuff. I don't know why he's getting pushed at all. It makes zero sense. But all in all, this was an okay episode of NXT. And I'm excited for the Great American Bash next week. Week 1 and week 2. But what did you guys think of NXT? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.